All right, we live. Just get myself
Oh,
situated.
we gotta work on intro. We were supposed to like write something down.
We do.
Yeah.
We got to do a couple of things. We got to write the intro down for when we're on the air, and then have like a little scene in the beginning before the YouTube video just drops, because it's just been going to us like abruptly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna figure that out.
Say it again. Like have a scene. What'd you just say?
Like a scene in the beginning, like a little bit of a trailer is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Like a trailer.
A trailer of the episode.
Not the episode per se. Like, it could be us like doing anything. Like
Just like an intro.
Oh, just
yeah,
an
it's
intro.
like an intro. Like, for example, you guys said you guys are going to pool. A couple of B-roll shots of that would be perfect for something like that.
Oh yeah.
Showing us in our essence, and just cut that shit together, put some music over the top of it, and yeah,
Maybe showing you doing some
shadow boxing.
shadow boxing. I was gonna say either shadow boxing or
Or what?
martial arts training. That's your bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't get it. He started, you see? Oh, yeah. All right, we might as well get into it. What's going on, fellas? How you guys been? How was your week?
My boys. My week was good. My week has been well. Just routine stuff. Work, gym, crib. Haven't really been doing too much. Kind of staying out the way, laying low. It's getting nice out, so I've enjoyed the weather. Went out for a jog a couple times. Rode my bike a couple times.
Yeah. It has been really nice out.
This guy want to make sure the ladies know he's fit. I get it.
Yeah, you and your run club and all your weightlifting club gym.
That's the thing. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
The run club's back, but they're only doing Saturdays, and they started last week. But last week Saturday was cold as hell, and it was raining. I was like, I'm good.
You don't got no thermal?
I got that, but I don't know.
He don't want it for real.
And it snowed like randomly like last week. It was just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I went to work. I seen all that. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, weather been on some shit.
It has. What about you, Roby? How was your week?
It was a shit show, I think, on Wednesday.
What happened on Wednesday?
Breach report, man. We've been breached.
We've been breached.
We've been breached.
We've been breached early.
Bro. So right now I'm working on the sprinkler in the hospital. And we had some easy shit to do. Like, there's one sprinkler head. They were too close to each other. So we just had to take one off. Mm-hmm. We cut the hole. We got the plumber to turn off the water and drain it all. He drained it all on the 11th floor. We're working on the 11th floor. We drain it. We got our plastic up, our HEPA machines, all that. He says we got to pull ahead so the residual water comes down, right? We pull that ahead, starts flooding the whole shit, bro.
Damn.
11th floor, nigga, I don't know what department it is, but there's like different departments. Water going in the departments.
Yeah. Who dropped the ball there?
Engineering.
Jeez.
What department are you part of?
Huh?
What department are you part of?
Construction. I'm a contractor.
Oh, okay.
I'm a contractor. That's in-house. Yo, tell me how the valve to turn off the fucking water was on the 7th floor. We're working on the 11th floor.
It was on who designed that?
Mudding. Nigga, all this water coming down, nigga, I'm drenched.
So you guys didn't know where the valve was, basically?
No, because
Damn.
the hospital guys, they was like, everything's turned off.
Yeah.
So we pulled it. Once we pulled it, start flowing. 120 PSI.
Damn.
Flowing. At least like 1,200 gallons.
Just sinking everything.
Falling.
How long did it take for you guys to find the valve?
30 minutes.
Jeez. 30-minute shower.
Some water showers.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Who got the blame? Who got like the
Hospital.
the
Hospital. I
Yeah.
told you. Nigga, it was on the 7th floor.
Yeah. Damn.
What is
We've been breached.
We've been breached, man. All designs of these buildings, bro. Like, how you gonna?
It's an old building, so things you can get away with back then, you gotta pay for it now. You gotta correct it now. You feel me?
Yeah, so they probably like know the inspector too. Like, yo, let me just get this A real quick.
Bro.
You don't even have to go in. Just know, like, you know, everything is like messed up.
And we
Just
was
get
in a
this A.
hallway. Imagine if we was in like a mother baby unit or emergency department. Like we got lucky.
And little babies would have been swimming.
They would have learned how to swim for the second time.
You know what I mean? Damn.
What about
Hey.
you, P?
My week, it wasn't so crazy this week. It's actually been a calm week now that I think about it. I didn't really do much, you know, just had a lot of family time, you know, with the nephews, my mother, sisters, and them. Been at my uncle's house almost every day this week, you know, just putting in the workout, getting some workouts in, just trying to, you know, be active.
Okay.
And then from there, I would hit the dojo, you know, later that night, later that evening. And yeah, man, just being active. That's all it is to it this week.
Summer coming.
Summer coming, yeah. And I just don't want to feel like I'm not moving around so much because, you know, I mentioned it before when you're, you know, as a man, you got to have like a purpose. So when you feel like you're not doing anything, that's when the depression like creeps in. You start to feel a little bit of, you know, anxiety. You start to feel like useless in a way. So I'm just trying to preoccupy myself with things to do. So working out some more, getting some kickboxing, jiu-jitsu in, and yeah, just trying to be fit, mentally, physically fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. While doing all of that, you say you do the kickboxing, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But in overall for your life, do you have like a mentor, or do you feel like mentorship helped you?
I do not have a mentor aside from, you know, bite-sized pieces of information I would hear from other people, you know, friends, family. But mentor where this is like my person where I get all the information from this person who's teaching me the game, no. At this stage in my life, you know, I do feel like it's necessary because, you know, I didn't receive that type of guidance to be honest. Like everything that I know right now, I've just been the type of person to like, you know, go after that information myself. You know what I mean?
So you've been winging it.
Not so much winging it. Like the thing about me is like if there's information to be learned and I can apply it to myself in any way or shape or form, I'm gonna just do that. I'm not gonna really wait for somebody to like feed it to me. Like it didn't really happen that way for me. I mean,
I kind of want to push back on that.
you do?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you say you didn't have any mentorship, and I think when we think of, you know, traditional mentorship, it's like a designated thing. You have a mentor and you're the mentee, and it's like a uniform thing where, you know, I guess you guys are meeting on a weekly basis, monthly basis, or whatever. But I think mentorship could be, like you said last week, your uncle, well, it was either last week or the week before, your uncle gave you advice and, you know, he would tell you X, Y, Z and just things to take note of and, you know, just little things, you know.
Yeah, of course. And, you know, fair point. But I think that also falls within like the bite-sized bits and pieces. Yeah, so I would have, of course, my uncle, you know, feeding me some type of game on, you know, life. But a mentor where you go to this person for like a said, you know, piece of information, said piece of knowledge, didn't have anything like that. Like there are some skills that I wasn't taught. Like, yeah, there are some skills that I wasn't, you know, taught. There are some skills that I wasn't taught or anything. Exactly. And I just had to learn them on my own. Like I had to learn everything that I know right now about finance. I had to like learn everything I had to learn about, you know, some hard skills, soft skills.
We're self-made.
I don't really like that term either, self-made, because you take it from other places. Like you're taking information from other places. Like for example, me, I'm gonna say it, another week again. Books. Like I take all this information from books, and if it applies to me, I'll apply it, try to implement it in something. You know what I mean? So yeah, things like that. So I don't really like that term self-made because it's your environment, what you're, accustomed to that really like make you. So
Yeah.
me being in my late 20s, those are the things I like really fall back on to like keep me afloat in a way. Because let's be honest, man, if you're not doing anything as a man, you're just gonna drown yourself out, and now you got another problem on your hands. So I'm just trying to like stay afloat right now. Not to say that I'm like, drowning in life. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to like keep myself in the know of things, certain pieces of information, knowledge, like, yeah. But would I rather have like that type of person in my life where I just go to for that information? Hell yeah, of course. What about you? What do you guys feel about it? You guys have like mentors or somebody who gave you some type of game? I know some of your uncles.
Yeah. Growing up, I had a lot of male figures in my life. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to live with my grandmother, my grandfather, a bunch of uncles, aunts, just all under one roof. And I had a lot of positive influences, but I also had some negative influences as well. And my uncles attributed to a lot of the some of the mentorship that I received at that age. And it was really good, because they're older and, they've been through life and they've been through experiences that I haven't experienced yet. So they were able to, just walk me through it, and they were able to give me tips, advice, and just give me some of their wisdom because of some of the things they've been through. Now that I'm older and I'm in my mid-20s, I think mentorship is important. And right now I do have a mentor. He's actually really helpful. I met him at the gym. He works in law. He's like I don't really know.
Didn't we meet him the other day? Is it that dude that said that he either works with you or he met you at the gym? There was some dude that was at your party.
Oh no. That's my guy John. No. He's cool, but I'm talking about this other gentleman. He's in his mid to late 40s, so he's older,
Oh,
so he
okay.
has more life experience and he's been through a lot of things, and he kind of understands where I am at the point in my life now, so he gives me a lot of wisdom and a lot of tips, a lot of advice, and anything I need, any questions I have, I go to him, and he's actually been helping me with ownership because anybody that knows me, I've been talking about getting that first property. So he's been helping me because he develops homes as well. He got
he's a developer.
Yeah, so he built his crib in Stanford, and he's owned multiple properties. He's well connected when it comes to the construction game. He knows a lot of contractors. He knows a lot of developers. He has like access to a lot of supplies. So he's well connected, and he's in the game. So he's given me a lot of advice, a lot of tips, and it's been really good because if you're not careful, having the wrong people around you, that'll bring you down. That in itself will steer your life in a direction that's not necessarily conducive to where you want it to go.
You're saying as far as being a product of your environment?
Exactly, type of thing,
Yeah, but that's also, that's a great point. Like, you just got to be wary about the people that you just invite in. You also want to, and I don't mean for this to sound harsh, but you also want to, like, invite the people in who have actually done the things or seen the things that you, like, want to, that you aspire to get for yourself. You can't just have somebody who's never done something like that try to give you some advice because, like,
exactly.
who are you?
That's why I said the negative experiences and negative influences as well. Like I mentioned that it's been positive and negative, so you kind of see like, okay, this person's trying to give you game, but is nowhere near where you want to be in the future, right? How are you going to tell me XYZ, but you don't have that for yourself, type of thing. I've always been a visual type of person. I've always like look beyond what people are saying. So it's like you could tell me XYZ, but if you're not living it, if you're not reflecting it in your daily life, I'm not hearing that, because people could say whatever. Words don't really carry weight,
Words carry a lot of weight.
Words carry weight, but I think actions are the real determinant of who you are as a person. And I could meet a stranger and he could say I'm a millionaire. I wouldn't know. It's just, are you actually that person that you say you are?
Yeah, like
Your
what-
actions will tell me if you are.
Yeah, like
I'd
what type
rather
of actions are
I'd
you
rather
doing?
look at your daily habits and look what you do on a day to day instead of taking your word for it. I'm gonna observe you and this person I met. Like, it's funny, I met him because I saw him in the gym and he's.
You ran down on him?
This guy over here.
This guy's good.
Yeah, that guy, man.
This guy's good.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, possibly.
Nah, but for real, because I'm in the gym and he's on the leg press. He got all the 45s. I'm like, yo, who is this old nigga taking all the 45s? And
You
I'm
want to share some?
yo, bro, and his legs are like crazy defined. Like, he used to compete. He used to like bodybuilding. He used to compete and stuff. Like, I'm talking about his prime. This guy was like, he showed me pictures, and this guy is crazy, crazy. Like, his work ethic, just his tenacity. He only has one mode on go. So just seeing that, I resonated with that. And I had to pick his brain. I had to like, yo, what,
You
like,
said you resonated with that?
I resonate with that.
He was
So,
Stargate.
okay,
He
yeah,
was
this
like,
guy. Starstruck over here.
look at his legs.
Nah, because bro, you be in the gym.
Is that 12 plates?
Some dudes don't even touch legs. So it's like, yo, I see him and his legs are like, you could tell the muscle maturity. It's not just like overnight, like the SpongeBob muscles. Like, you could tell there's some definition and there's like maturity in this guy's physique. So
You want to be, your goal is to be like him, or you just,
no, I just saw him and I was like, yo, you can respect it. Just like everything else aside, you have to like work your ass off to even get to that point. You have to like really focus in and lock in on whatever it is you want to achieve in order to get that. You don't get that by accident. Type of thing.
Exactly. You're more prone to like take that person serious because
Exactly.
you see the hard work.
And then me, I'm the type of person, I can speak to anyone, but I'm very selective with who I speak to because everybody doesn't necessarily deserve my energy, and I don't need everybody else's energy, because that's a big thing too, So
I say that all the time, man. I mean, the type of information that comes out your mouth will either make you or break you. Like, it is what it is. Like, it's nothing against that person. It's just we're just not on the same wavelength right now for us to be even having this conversation. Yeah. You know what I mean?
as far as mentorship for me, I've been mentored heavily with my family, my cousins, my uncles. They usually put me on game, and then also they show me front line what's going on. So I've been able to make certain moves because of them.
Yeah. I mean, I want to walk something back.
about what you said,
Yeah, I want to walk something back.
I know you want to.
walk
You see, that's why I had to push back. But also, Roby, before we even get back to you walking back the words you said, your cousins, you said cousins, plural or cousin? Cousin.
Singular.
Can you give us like the age difference and just the dynamic and just like life points, like where he is in his point of life and where you are, and just some of the things and how you got to that mentorship point, because not everybody's cousins are mentor worthy, like.
He's 33. I'm 26.
Okay.
As far as mentorship, I done seen him in the apartments. I seen him get a crib, get married. So I know the type of person he is, and seeing him mature to get to this point, it's impressive. And also, business wise, he's an entrepreneur. He's about making bread. He's about finding different avenues and trying different things to accomplish the dreams.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, I've known him for a while now, and obviously I've known him for a while. But as far as seeing him progress in life, it inspires me because We've been in the same type of environment.
So you see him and where he is as something that you would like for yourself, type of thing, almost.
Yeah, it's like a stepping stone. I see it's not that far away.
Got it. Okay.
You know, sometimes you gotta sit in the Rolls Royce or something, or be in that big house to really feel like.
It'll trigger something within you. Yeah. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Because you're closer than what you think you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I fully believe you can achieve and attain anything you believe you can. So if you say you can do XYZ, you will do XYZ. If you say you can't, you won't.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Yeah.
The power of the subconscious mind. You gotta like program yourself to, desire such a thing.
Word.
What?
I like when you get in that philosophical bag.
That's essentially what it is. The power of your subconscious, man. You tell yourself you can't do something, like you said, you're not gonna be able to do it. You're selling yourself short. Versus if you're like, I can't do it yet, but I'm gonna try. You might end up succeeding, brother.
Not word.
Yeah,
Word.
for sure.
Word.
Yeah.
What are some of those words that you sputtered out that you want to take back?
Oh no, I don't. That I said that loosely too. I don't necessarily want to take anything back. I just want to make it because it felt like after I said it, like my family just didn't do shit for me. So, pardon. It felt like my family didn't do shit for me.
You know, Uncle watching. He's like,
It's not even that. It's not even that. But when you say certain things, you start to feel like, yo, that's ignorant of you, because it's not entirely the truth. Growing up, there were people in my family that, like, I know if I went to them for anything, they would give it to me. Even if they didn't have it, they would find some way to make it happen. Like, there are some family members I have that, of course, I live with today. I see every day that will give me everything that they got if they can, like, go through with it. And yeah, it just made it seem like my family wasn't doing shit for me. Like, I had to learn everything for myself. That's not entirely true, because some of their principles are instilled within me to this day. What I was speaking of is like some of the things where we were supposed to talk about that we just didn't get to. I had to like learn on my own. You know what I mean? And like I said, like the finance stuff, like how to manage money, all of that stuff. I didn't really like, and I can go deep into it, but schools are not really teaching you these things.
Oh, not at all.
Not at all. So
hold on. I feel like schools necessarily might not teach it, but there's teachers that are out there,
But you gotta
individual.
You gotta actively be looking like
the teacher might find you. The teachers are good at picking out students they want to see success.
So it's not in the curriculum or anything, right? So
no, not
in the curriculum.
It's not in the curriculum.
There's nothing that teaches finance in the curriculum. There's nothing that teaches like how to.
Finance, there's financing class. They'll give you the bare minimum. They're not gonna give you all the juice. But
but that's after you're paying for the schooling.
I mean, nothing free.
So this is the thing. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
No, but in like in like public schooling per se, like how, like think
That's
about
tax money, nigga.
Bro, think about global history. How many times in global history did you hear about what's some crap in global history, bro?
Genghis Khan?
Yeah, or something like that. Like how many times? We spent 4 years in high school learning about the same thing. We don't know how real life would be. We don't know anything about finance. None of that stuff.
History is subjective. I feel like it depends who's telling the story.
Yeah, history is written by the winners.
Yeah.
Loser
never gets to say his side of the story.
Losers never tell their side.
Man, if I knew half the things I knew now in high school, it'd be a different story, brother. Trust me.
Okay, you know what's funny? Whenever people say that, if I knew it, they're like, in hindsight, if I knew XYZ, I would have been XYZ, or I would have been, and yeah. That's the thing about life, though.
Yeah, if I knew the lottery tickets yesterday.
Yeah, you did with the information that you had, what you could, right? At that time, that was the extent of your knowledge. That was the extent of what you knew. So it's not to say
It was ignorance. You didn't know.
Yeah,
That's essentially what it is.
like it
It's
wasn't your
ignorance.
time yet to learn XYZ. And I was gonna say, I think it's very important that we actually go out and seek certain knowledges ourselves, because once we go out and seek certain things, that's when we find it. So when we're, yes, of course, when we're that age and when we're younger, we're not thinking about these things because these are not even things we could even possibly think about because we don't know, right?
To pivot off what you're saying, you think getting out the hood is important?
So, and I like that you're pivoting there, because I was also gonna say, now when you're in an environment where nobody is speaking about these things, nobody is talking about financial literacy,
It factors in for sure. Yeah.
nobody's talking about bettering yourself, and going and reaching certain places, that there's no space for that conversation. Nobody has ever reached XYZ and nobody has ever gone to these places, so there's no possible way for you to get introduced to those things, right? So in our case, it's like, if nobody's talking about real estate ownership, nobody's talking about business ownership, nobody's talking about going to the next level, who is going to teach us? So that's where I think that's where mentorship is important. So we have people that's been there, that people that knows what it takes to get there, and that opens our minds to just stuff that we never would have known otherwise. And it'll, whether it takes you going into different places, getting out of your environment, the hood per se, and just seeing new things, so it gives you a different perspective. You see a mansion, you're like, yo, hold on, what does it take to get to that point?
Exactly.
What does it take to who owns this and what does he do? Type of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's where mentors are so important, because they just open your mind to so many new things that you would have never known otherwise, and you would have never even thought about, because you're just ignorant to the fact. You don't even know. Like there's certain things, if I didn't have people around me telling me XYZ, I just wouldn't know about it, and I would have never had the desire to even learn more because I don't know about it.
I know you went to what college did you go to again? In Staten Island.
Yeah, CSI. I went there for a year.
So you went there. You think going to CSI gave you another perspective about life?
No, I think
That's the first time you by yourself for real.
yeah. So yeah, first time getting away from the crib. Yeah, so it was a new experience. And it's one of those things where I didn't take full advantage of it, and because you guys know me, I'm not. I told somebody the other day I'm selectively extroverted, right? So I pick and choose what situations I want to bring out that side of me. So a lot of opportunities I probably missed because I wasn't assertive enough.
Yeah, that goes back to Roby a couple of weeks ago saying that you're limiting yourself.
Exactly,
For
sure. So I think that experience I could have been much better, but yes, for your question, it definitely did open my eyes to just a new experience and just being on my own, just having to figure things out myself. Not to say I was like so dependent on my parents at home that, I couldn't figure things out myself, but when you're out there, you're by yourself, you got to figure it out. You got to, you're by yourself.
I mean, do you think your environment factored into that? When you went out to college and you weren't really like as social as you thought you would be?
I mean, I was social in my circle, but I could have been. I think the biggest advantage to college and going to university is your connections and the people that you meet.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
So it's like, if you're out there and you're not networking and you're not expanding yourself to the fullest extent, I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're leaving a lot of room for growth.
Your network equals your net worth for sure.
Exactly. So
I tell you what, the people that get accepted to these big schools, and that would be the perfect time to start talking to everyone and find out what they do. Because at the end of the day, you can stay there a semester and get connects, and you valid.
You get one person in your life that
Change everything.
One person in your life that opens your mind to just other things that could really change the trajectory of your life. And I think that's why, not for nothing, I think mentorship, like, it really matters, And we're seeing our youth. We're lacking mentorship. We're lacking leadership. We're lacking good figures in our lives and good people in our lives that actually want us to do better, that actually are providing good examples, because we're getting led, but it's not ideal leadership, because, people are looking up to who?
I mean,
in our community. Let's be
exactly.
honest.
The newer kids nowadays, the youth, are being raised by the internet.
You know, by the internet, by rappers, by
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just it's unfortunate, but
So you don't think we were raised by that too?
No, no.
I mean, I think we had the best of both worlds, but the internet definitely influenced us.
Did
Yeah.
I mean, we were introduced to that type of lifestyle, throughout, our youth, but we wasn't like, I mean, I think we were the last, like, for example, like, these new kids now, these little babies, bro, tablets in their hands.
Oh, yeah,
all of
yeah.
that stuff,
Yeah.
bro. Little kids talking about, Minecraft, all of that stuff, all that BS, bro. When we was their age, I think we are the last generation that knows what it feels like to just go outside.
Go outside.
Play some
Going
manhunt or
outside,
something, bro.
man. Manhunt.
Get some
Yeah.
exactly like get a scab
Get a-
on
yeah,
your knee,
get a
bro.
bruise.
Get a bruise because you fell, bro. Like pains, bro.
They got
War
they
pains.
got clear skin.
Yeah.
They got clear skin and bro.
Riding your bike across town that you had no business doing.
Exactly.
No
You gotta return
business.
home. You gotta return home before that light post goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
Kids, you just loaded with iPhones and all that. Like,
To your question,
It's a blessing and a curse though, because at the same time, the iPad work. If you're using it for the right reason, it works.
just like anything,
They're not,
anything could be
buddy.
misused or
They're not.
abused,
Yeah.
But to your question, Roby, I think we were influenced by rappers and celebrities, just not to the extent that nowadays the younger children are.
Give me an example. I'm not familiar.
Give you an example. Well, just look, bro. People are on social media, online chronically now. It's not even close. When we were younger, we had iPods. If we don't have Wi-Fi, there's no online for us. We're playing games on our iPods,
yeah.
type of thing. It wasn't Instagram. It wasn't TikTok.
It was
I'm
Tik-
seeing,
it was
my little
TikTok.
cousins are on TikTok. I'm talking about the young ones, like 8, 9, TikTok.
The message is definitely different for sure. Like, for example, when we think about these rappers and R&B artists from back in the day or around our time, they were just talking about, falling in love or so. Like, it sounds cliche. They were just talking about love and stuff like that, all that stuff, versus these new artists now promoting, dare I say it?
Oh yeah,
death.
there's a lot of propaganda out
There's
there.
a lot
too.
of propaganda.
A lot of
out there.
propaganda. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Like, they're
a
just
lot of
promoting the
programming.
wrong message. They're telling you in their songs, bro.
Bro, hold on. We're not gonna act like
What? This guy.
we're not gonna act like they wasn't doing it.
No,
back
I was
then.
gonna say, Pete. They were just falling
Yeah,
in
but-
love.
But the thing about it is, they weren't like bringing that message to light back then or around our time.
I
Were
think
they?
it,
No,
I
they
think
weren't.
I think it wasn't as prevalent, but I do believe it was out there. Like you still had you still had like rap music. You still had people talking about drug use, drug dealing.
Yeah,
It was a little different. So you have rappers talking about drug dealing. Nowadays you have rappers talking about drug use and being junkies.
not even that. Nowadays, rappers and artists, I mean, we're not gonna name any names, but now they're promoting the fact that on their song, how they smoke their op, bro.
That too. I mean, but before even then, I mean, like
They've been
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who shot you? Like it's
no.
Nah.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
Nah, I mean,
I'm not rolling.
That's always been in the culture, right? Just being like this, being scary, being tough, and don't mess with me because that's always been there.
I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't there. I'm just saying the message is different. I mean, I heard more of what I was saying when I was younger than the who shot you type of music. Nowadays,
Yeah.
current, I smoked my op and I put it on record.
Yeah, but
Bro, you see what happened to TK?
no.
He got like 90 years, something like that. I'm like, sheesh.
Oh yeah, but come on.
Talk about it. Why did he get 90 years, bro? Talk about it.
Man, that's
Come
what he
on,
was
man.
doing.
Shout out to Kev, man.
Be careful for sure, right? Be careful for sure, right? You see?
Trying to play me like it, and it won't work. Yo, he was bugging. But this again. That's his environment. Like that's now he's older. Now he's been sitting down for almost a decade now. He got locked when race was like 2017.
Something like that.
Yeah, so he's been in there for a couple years now. So now he's reflecting, and he was a kid when he went in there, right?
Yeah.
So now he's able to reflect on some of his decisions and like, damn, yo, like, what was I doing out there? You know, and he even talks about that. He's like, yo, I saw something a couple weeks ago, and he was just like, yo, I was a kid, like I didn't really know XYZ, but you made the decision, Tay. It sucks though.
It sucks, but at the
yeah, you got
he's still alive.
Again, mentorship, because when you're so young, you're so like
Easily influenced.
Easily influenced, bro. Like easily influenced. You soak up whatever is being thrown onto you. So I think it's just important to have the right people, the right figures, and just be in the right environment too. You know, like just your environment alone will hold you back.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, though. I hear you. I really do hear you, because nowadays it's like on the forefront. Like certain songs back in the day would not get radio play. Certain songs you wouldn't see getting promoted. It wouldn't get pushed. But nowadays it
They're
seems
glorified.
like there is no
They're
rules.
glorified.
It's there's no rules. No anything. Like you could talk about anything on the radio. They'll bleep it out. But we know what it. You know.
Money talks. You feel me? The things people will do for $1 is nasty.
That's what sells, man. That stuff is selling nowadays. There's
Nah,
no
that's
substance in the
exactly what it is. That's
music.
just what
There's
sells
no
nowadays.
substance in the media.
It depends what music you're talking about.
That's
what you listen to.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone to cater to.
The mainstream stuff, the stuff that'll come across the young children's like feed. You know, the stuff that's mainstream, the stuff that you'll see, the ones that's on the forefront. That stuff there's no substance in it. They're not pushing any good messaging. It's just terrible.
Right, I ain't never seen them push a gospel song.
Because gospel songs are not really speaking about such things.
Gospel songs don't fit the status quo.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I'm not gonna cap. I don't know too many gospel songs.
I mean, of course I don't. Of course I don't either. But
I grew up in the church, so I know a few. Andy Mineo, 116, Lecrae, Trip Lee.
I mean, I don't know none of that stuff. I mean, hey, right? I mean, what do you want me to say? I don't even know what to say about it.
We don't want you to say anything. I'm just saying. You guys said you don't know, and I said I know a couple.
No,
and
it's not even about.
I started clapping.
No,
I don't know.
no, I'm still. No, not that. I'm still on the fact about the music and the message that it brings in today's age. It's just, granted, it feels like I had a lot to say about it, but I didn't really grow up listening to that stuff anyway. I listened to like music.
I know.
With real instruments.
I know what you listen to.
Yeah.
Don't you listen to Stevie Wonder?
No, you know what he listened to.
You know exactly what I listen to, right?
Nirvana and shit.
All right, you're way off. Yeah, not that.
Coldplay.
What did you listen?
Coldplay.
My bad.
Man,
no, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but I like to mix it up. I like to listen to all that. I listen to some Coldplay, but I listen to other stuff too.
I've asked you for your playlist here and there. A couple of
you, my son. Stop. I asked you for your play. I put this guy on to so many tunes. Put him on the albums. Years later, he like, yo, bro, shout out to you for putting me onto this album, bro.
Classic album, man.
You can't give people nothing. Yeah,
I hate the people that talk about things. Like, just do me the solid. Thank you. You ain't gotta like, yo, you know you my son, right? You ain't gotta say all of that, bro. Thank you for the music, bro. Share the art.
Yeah,
I'm big on sharing the art.
Yeah, no, yeah, you my guy. But real quick though, before we pivot, I do want to ask. Okay, yeah, we touched upon do we have mentors? Mm-hmm. Now we're at an age where we can be the mentors. Mm-hmm. So, do you guys have any mentees? Are you guys giving knowledge out to anybody, whether it be younger siblings, whether it be younger family members, cousins, XYZ, or just students, or just kids from the neighborhood? Just anybody that. Are you guys giving back? Are you guys doing your part too?
If I'm being honest, I'm not. I should be here and there. I talk to my little cousins, but I'm really not. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I talk to my little cousin. I have this one particular cousin. I kind of like taken her under my wing since I've been in the household. Like she has like such an old soul view for somebody who's like 15 years of age, and it's scary to think that a 15-year-old could like dish out some of the things that we've been speaking of. Like her view of life at that age is just scary because like you're not even like you haven't even experienced some of the things that you're talking about right now. Like it's better to like not age yourself, you know what I mean? Like go through it and then have an opinion about it. But some of the things that she just be talking about is just scary for.
Sounds like she's wise, learning from the mistakes of others.
She's not even like not. Yeah, in a way, but she's just like something like clicked like within her. Like I don't know how to pinpoint it yet. Like something just clicked where she went from like the happy. Not to say she's not happy now. Like she's very happy now, but she like made a switch from where it's just not. Like it's game time now. Like I know what I know strictly of like what's happening around me. And just like yo, just be a kid. That time is gonna come. Just be a kid. It's gonna come. You don't need to be feeling some of the feelings that you have like right now.
But
at this age,
to what extent? Because be a kid. Like, what is it that she's doing that she's not experiencing? Because some things I don't think you necessarily need to go through.
It just ties down to like some philosophy stuff where she'll just explain something to me, and I'm like, yo, you haven't even like you're running right now. Like you need to like crawl first. Like I wish I could recall. Like
don't try to hold her back.
No, it's not even like it's not. That's the last thing I would want to do. It's
All right,
not even that. It's just like
okay, so propel her, support her,
I
challenge her more.
I do.
Okay, it sounds like you want to hold it back though. It sounds like you. I mean. Be a kid.
Be a kid, bro. Be a kid. Yo, just like you're moving too fast.
I hate it when adults used to say that to me, bro.
But
and then now
stay in the child's place. Like, nah, I got something to say.
Look at it now. Look at it now. Do you think do you wish you could have some of those years back? Those ignorant years where it's just you're being that type of kid where everything like do you want that innocence back is what I'm trying to say? Like
no.
Do you feel like you aged too fast?
No, I've always been I hate saying certain things because it just sounds like who is this nigga? But I feel like I've always been my maturity level has always been slightly above average. Like there's been a lot of things that I've seen and I know I didn't want to experience that firsthand. Like I saw what it did to others and I don't need to go through that, you know? So I get what you're saying where it's like, yeah, be a kid and just enjoy that youth, enjoy the innocence. But also if you see something and you don't want to be subject to that and you don't feel like you have to go through that, why go through it just to say you go through it, just to say you gone through it, you know?
No, but all right. So the connotation to that I feel was kind of negative. It's nothing negative at all. It's just her mindset right now for somebody who's 15. I mean, times have changed, of course. Like I damn sure wasn't thinking about any of the things that she's thinking about at 15 when I was 15 at all.
You might give an example. I keep on thinking
that's
something
exactly,
negatively.
No, it's
and
not.
You,
it's
and,
not
and you're saying
negative.
it's positive. So
yeah,
it's not. It's not negative at all. Like she's already thinking about like she's one of those children. It's like, yo, what is the meaning of life? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we supposed to like do?
Good. Let's have her take us out the hood. What do you? Don't cage her.
No, but
it's
not even about that. It's like I just feel like you're robbing yourself of like your youth, where you should take these moments right now to like, you know, just be cool. You know what I mean? I sound crazy in this.
I kind of agree with that's a valid question. She just want to know. She might not get her answer right away, but.
Yeah.
Or she gets the answer and then it shatters her completely where it's like, this is really what it's about.
No, let her ask questions and let her figure it out for herself. You'll never know the true meaning of life. I think that's what life is, you know, just every day, just learning who you are and what you want to be, what you want to do, you know, and she's young and she's picking up on these things early. That's good.
Bro,
as opposed to the opposite, like would her just vibing, just going through life, not even thinking about what the future may hold.
No,
not
of
even,
course
you know?
not. I'm never saying like be a space cadet. Like, don't be a space cadet.
Space cadet.
Like yo,
I like that.
Have these thoughts. Have these thoughts, but just don't let these thoughts weigh you down. I think is what I'm
Okay.
trying to say. Because
Okay.
she would
Yeah,
get in
yeah.
this mode.
Okay.
She'll probably have anxiety.
Exactly.
Okay,
Like
okay.
you're doing too much to yourself
Got
at
it.
this age. Like learn how to just be a kid. Like there's gonna be a time for that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for sure. But do you need to like burden yourself with the feelings of being
Got
anxious?
it.
Like,
Don't
that's
let her
what I'm
get
trying to-
consumed by it.
Exactly.
And, okay, I
That's
get.
essentially
Okay,
what I'm trying to
okay.
say.
Thank you for clarifying because it just sounded to me like you were just trying to hold her back.
I'm never trying to hinder anybody back. Certainly nobody. Not my circle.
All right.
You
Not
want
my
her
circle.
to get a scab, fall.
Yeah,
go
yo,
outside.
go outside and hit the swing.
That's something she don't do enough. That's what we talk. These kids, they got iPhones and iPads. They don't do none of this stuff
They'll
no
get
more,
no
bro.
vitamin D from the sun.
Exactly. I don't even know if some of my young kids know how to ride a bike, bro.
Yo,
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick question: are you outside teaching them how to ride the bike?
you're not being a mentor. Yo, take them kids like, yo, listen, let's go do this, let's go
Are
do
you bringing
that.
them outside? You
You know?
can't.
To answer your question, of course it's a no because they don't even want to. They don't see themselves doing it. Like these phones are making people
terrible.
lazy, bro. Like nobody wants to go outside anymore. Like, yo, we literally have to sometimes force these kids. Like, yo, let's just go outside, bro. Like when we had our summer games, we would hang up like a badminton net. Yeah, everybody would join in, but other than that, that's it. Like none of these kids are taking the initiative nowadays to like just go outside, be one with nature, stay away from the phone. Like you're not missing anything. It's this fear of FOMO, bro. It's this fear of missing out, bro.
That's how they socialize nowadays, man. That's just what it is. It's easier said than done. Oh, don't get off your phone. Go out. If nobody else is outside, what am I gonna do? Just go out there and twiddle my fingers, it's like we would go outside because all our friends were out there. We were home. The only way we were able to talk and see our friends, we'll go outside. Even for us, Kennedy, we'll go in the hallway.
Even joining like sports activities.
Exactly. None of that, bro. Like
Kids not even joining sports
they're not
for real
doing
like
that
that
Them
anymore.
shits are expensive.
Certainly not.
Some people can afford it.
Yeah.
Not in my youngins, not my little sisters and brothers. They're not. I mean, my brother plays football, but even so, still, like it's just like, and you always like have to like bring it up to them, like, yo, do this, do that. They don't take the initiative for themselves to go do it. You just have to like basically kick them in the back, like, yo, go do this, bro.
Yeah, it's
go
bad,
do
bro.
this.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad, and it starts with us, because we're that at that age, and we're that generation where we understand both sides. We see both sides because it kind of developed as we were growing up.
Yeah,
right?
we're right in the
So
middle.
we understand. Still go outside, still socialize in real life. Go outside and talk to other people. But we could also see why, what the appeal is with social media.
They also have social anxiety. They can't talk to
Because
people.
they're on social media all day.
They're
You're behind
on
the
social
screen.
media,
You
they're
have so
living
much
this.
time to think, and you're being a troll. Like, is this the real life social skills never get developed at that pivotal age when you're young, when you should be outside getting into fights. Little tussles, like, nigga, they don't even fight no more, bro. Like, they don't do none of that. Wrestle, like, what? They don't play Kill the Carrier. They don't do none of that,
You was
bro.
playing Kill the Carrier?
Of course I was playing Kill the
Hell
Carrier.
yeah.
What?
What?
We're not playing Kill the Carrier.
I wasn't playing Kill the Carrier.
We was
with you.
outside. We was
What
on
you playing,
Kennedy,
man?
That backfield on Kennedy, we was playing two hand. I remember it was
You
two
making
hand
up
touch.
games. Look at him.
Not two hand. It would be like two hand touch football. And then we'd be like, yo, nigga, I remember one. Nigga was like, yo, this is tackle. I'm like, wait,
Exactly,
tackle?
bro.
I'm like,
Yo,
fuck,
if you
let's
had a
tackle.
problem, with somebody back then, or you settled it through a game, bro. There wasn't really any real fight. I mean, of course,
There was
no,
fine. There was slap box. There was all that.
there was those times, but those were people that were like outliers, outliers. But our friends, you had a beef that day with your friend. You go settle it on the.
That's a fact. I remember, and just talking shit. The artist talking shit in person.
yeah.
In person, like in the heat of the moment. You online, you got mad time to think, you got time to type, you're a troll.
You get that talking shit.
Am I good at talking shit? Are you crazy? I put in my 10,000 hours. Come on, man.
You don't hear him before we press record.
Come on, man.
Me too.
Bro, but like, and that goes back to it because in real life, I dealt with situations where people were picking on me, right? Where I had to defend myself in real time. So I had to be
had to
good,
think fast.
think of something on the spot because.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like niggas is frying you and you got nothing to say?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Those
Tomorrow's the
days
same thing. Like you think these kids get tired?
Those
What?
days of your mama jokes.
Not even
The lunch table.
forget it. Lunch table, they start talking
In
about your
class.
skin color. They talk
You
talk
were
about
traumatized.
your weight.
Yo, talk your story, man. Go
Nah,
ahead.
I've already discussed this on platforms before, but y'all know what it. You know what it.
Yeah.
You not light skinned nigga. What is this nigga talking about?
I went through the same trauma.
Nah, I stayed away from all of that stuff, man. I don't think I could
man.
hold up.
That's
Low
always
key.
funny, man.
Low key.
But yeah, it built character though. That's all it is because you know.
Honestly, it's sad to say, but bullying helps. Some people they go overboard with it,
Yeah.
but bullying, I think people are not getting bullied enough.
Getting bullied enough. Some people need to get bullied, and getting bullied, that's just part of growing up. It's not even like, I think, of course, you're right. Sometimes people take it overboard, but
Yeah.
I think just like
There should
little
be
bit of
a nice
bullying,
balance.
Yeah, it's a good balance. Sometimes you gotta get bullied, man. Yeah, because you be on some bullshit sometimes. Somebody gotta tell you about yourself.
Give you a wedgie or something.
I wouldn't say what that's
Swirly?
you see, and that's niggas used to pants niggas in the middle of the spot.
So what do you call bullying if it's not that?
Yo, you remember niggas with niggas with pants you?
I don't remember that.
You saying you like me or
No, I'm just saying in general.
Like in general?
Niggas pantsing people. Y'all don't remember people getting pantsed?
Nah.
Y'all don't know what that is?
I know
We
what
know
it
what that
is.
is. I wasn't getting pants. I wasn't that.
I'm
type
not
of dude.
saying me. I'm not saying me
never-
directly.
I never-
I've got pants before. I've got pants before.
Okay.
Hold on. You see, because I love when y'all try to paint me on this show like I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf in these experiences. It's cool.
I never got pants.
I got pants, but like I was around kids that play too much. You know, like my upbringing, like niggas play too much. Niggas would pants you.
Yo,
The
oh my
worst.
God.
I'll never forget. Some nigga got pantsed on the bus. Niggas pulled down his drawers. Niggas would get pantsed.
Bro, he's like, damn, niggas didn't get me like that.
I got pants, but nobody seeing my junk.
That's what I'm saying. 'Cause you hope you get pants, and it's like you got your drawers on still. All right, whatever. I'll put my shorts up. But they pull down the drawers too. Like, oh man, everybody laughing. Yeah, bro.
Yo.
Damn, yo.
Oh, y'all was sick,
Just
man.
went down memory lane. Yeah.
Oh, that's a great memory to you. This guy got it. He probably had a belt too.
Get this shit off.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, I was bullied, but that never happened to me. I was bullied to the point where you had to like learn how to like defend yourself, or it was just gonna keep happening.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you like it. You have to.
But you make it seem like you was just laughing when you got pantsed.
No. I'm not saying I got pants like on the daily, bro. I'm saying it happened like once or twice. That's how it is, people.
twice.
Nigga, you got bro. Stop
It
acting
was 2
like you
times.
guys don't know how your kids.
It was 2 times, dude.
Man, you know what? Drop it, cause I see what's going on here.
Like you
I see what's going on here, yo.
like you said the damn thing.
Never mind, yo. Never mind. Yo.
You already told us ain't no never mind. We
Never
know about
mind,
it
man.
already,
Never
bro.
mind, bro. Never mind.
Come here, Vlad. Come here. Those are some nice G's, Vlad.
Yo, never
Crazy,
mind, man.
man.
Never mind.
Nah, but in all seriousness, getting bullied, it gives you character. At the end of the day, you might get bullied in your adult life, and you overcome it because as long as they're not touching you or doing nothing crazy, just banter back.
Yeah, and it helps you. It helps you deal with
hold
certain
your
things.
own.
Because now you see stuff where people are taking things overboard, and you're seeing mass murders and just crazy stuff. Yeah, so I think it's good to learn that stuff early and get that stuff, experience some of those things early, so you understand how to deal with it and you understand how to navigate it. Because I feel like a lot of people are underdeveloped emotionally, right? As adults, so they don't know how to deal with certain emotions and they don't know how to sit with it and just convey some of their emotions, so they take things overboard, or they'll bottle it all inside, and one day they explode, and then that's a disaster.
So I got a question. Do you think black men are able to express themselves the way they want to?
No.
I don't think black men are a monolith. I think some can and some can't. Because me myself, speaking personally, I can articulate my feelings well and express how I feel well. So, again, I know people that can't.
Yeah, but I say no because, fair point. It's just where you come from. Like, if you're naturally brought up to like talk about these things that trouble you, then it'll come across, as easy for you to like, tell people how you're feeling, versus there are people that I know that, they try to like convey some of their feelings and they just got laughed at. Like, yo, why are you feeling like you
Softy.
Softy, like you're a boy, man. You shouldn't be feeling those things. And they take that with them through life where, yo, I just can't tell people certain things. I just got to keep it inside, and that's where you get all the explosions, like you said. So it's just how you brought up, in my opinion. My thing is just how you brought up. Yeah, it's just how you brought up.
How you brought up, but also the work you do on yourself, because you can only blame your environment for so long, right? Like we've seen people overcome their environments and rise above it. So it's just really internal reflection and just the work you do on yourself, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna like walk you through everything in life.
No,
sometimes
gonna save you.
Yeah, sometimes, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta take it by, you gotta grab something and really like apply. Like if you really want to be that person, you gotta take it into your own hands and do what you gotta do.
Question: What do you guys feel about? Well, how do you guys feel about like leaving home? Like when I say home, like your home state. Do you think it's necessary to like venture out to other states to see what life is like, or?
To a certain extent. Family orientated, so I don't want to be too far from my family. I'll go far enough.
Same thing.
But I want them to be able to get in contact with me.
Yeah.
Whenever.
It's like we live in New York. You're in CT right now. Can you ever see yourself like going out west to like California just to try it out, just to see? Because you ever notice like when you travel somewhere, like you go stay at like even at a hotel in like a different state or a country even, you ever come back home and see and feel how small it is?
Yeah.
So I got your answer. What do you feel about it? Do you think it's necessary to like venture out, or?
I think it helps. I think it's a huge help if you just get out of your home state, your hometown, everything that you're familiar with, and you just venture out. You get new experiences, you get a new perspective on life. You meet new people, it's almost like a fresh start, right? So again, like I said, I think it's very helpful because it just puts you in a new environment where you have to flourish and you have to, you could set new roots and nobody knows you, right? I think a lot of times.
You go 100 miles away, no one knows you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't got to be too far.
Yeah.
I moved 45 minutes away from my hometown and nobody knows me. And I've been able to, I wouldn't even say reinvent myself, but just be who I am authentically without people just having this preconceived notion of who I was, growing up. Like they're like, oh, they see you doing something and
Lad.
Yeah, they're like,
that was good though. I like that. That was a bar right there. I like that. I like that.
Nah, but for real though, it's like you over here trying
like
to you're trying to better yourself, and it's just people that know you, that known you for so long, and it's just familiar. They're just they just basically won't let you grow. And it's just kind of tough when everybody around you in your environment is just hindering your growth. And not to say that that's the case every time. Not to say, I'm just saying that can be the case. Yeah.
That's dope. I really like what you said there. Preconceived thing.
And I also feel like the size of the family too. I know he has multiple siblings, but I'm my mother's only child, so I kind of have that attachment. And I don't want to be too far away from
you can't go through.
You feel me? I'm her only one.
Yeah. Mama's boy.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of like on your side too. Like even though I'm the oldest of 9, I can't see myself like going too far simply because
I'm 9.
Yeah, I'm the oldest of 9.
I
bro.
ain't know that.
Why? What?
I have 5
Don't
sisters
stop.
and
Papa,
3
Don't
brothers.
stop.
Oldest of 9.
I feel like I've met 3 of your sisters,
You met all my
4 of your
sisters.
sisters.
You met all my sisters. You just didn't meet one brother. You met 2 brothers. You don't know my
I can
brother.
only recall right now 4 sisters.
Teresha, Tiana,
The two that look alike.
Elizabeth, Ashley. Oh, well, you might not know. Well, you know Jennifer, too, from the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how old does she know? That's what I'm saying. I can only recall like 4.
Yeah.
And then the
Jennifer.
brothers, I can only think of Schneider.
You know Michael.
Yeah, well, I know Michael, that little
Yeah,
rugrat.
so you just don't know
He
my
play
other
football?
brother. No. Schneider plays football.
Schneider, okay.
Schneider played football at NR.
Haven't seen these little rugrats in a minute, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my little guys, man.
Yeah, for sure. Never mind.
Oldest of 9.
This guy.
9. What?
Yeah, oldest of 9. Yeah, I got 5 sisters. I got 3 brothers. You just don't know my other brother, Marvin. Yeah, just him.
Okay.
But everybody else, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, even though to that point, like even though me being the oldest of 9, I can't see myself like venturing out so far away from the family because I'm like big on family.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes, but I'm like very big on family, so I can't go too far.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, family's all you got.
Yeah, that and your reputation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Let me just get into the question of the day real quick. I don't want to forget. Yeah, ready? It's not like anything hot or anything spicy. I don't want you guys to ever be nervous or feel,
Yo, answer the fucking question, man.
I can't even give a disclaimer. Yo. All right, so my question of the day is, let me just pull this out, grab my notes.
Ooh.
What do you feel is your strongest character trait, and what do you feel is your like weakest or worst character trait?
And this could be anything.
Anything, anything that you feel is your best, like your strongest attribute and your worst
Strongest attribute right now.
attribute, character trait. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like it's been working for me lately, but charisma. Like I didn't think
You're charismatic.
I'm charismatic, brother.
Oh.
It gets me in a lot of rooms as of lately. You know, just mingling with people. You know, I took what you guys said to me last pod, and I had to
took it
really
personal.
I took it personal. I often do that too. I think that's probably like my negative trait.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm too hard on myself. That's like my negative trait. I like take everything, like whatever somebody says to me, I take it and I like run with it. Like if it's negative, I will beat myself up about it. Like all day, every day, just thinking about, yo. Like I'm at war with like, yo, are they right? Do I not believe them? Like, am I right? Do I really feel that way? Like I'm at war with myself. So I think that's like my negative trait where I can't like I'm too hard on myself. Like everything is just serious to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the positive side is I'm still like charismatic. Like I can get into rooms and if I want to, I can command the room. I can talk to anybody. You know what I mean?
When are you gonna start implementing that?
No, I've started. No, here's the thing about that. The thing, real quick. I'm gonna let you guys answer. Here's the thing about that. I feel like I was always doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was always doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I was for sure. Come on, bro. Don't do this. to
I'm
me.
not. I just said. Mm-hmm.
I was always doing it. It's just I don't know. It just starts slow, like where I'm in that rut. You know, we talked about it already. Where I'm in that rut and I just don't, move forward with things. But when I'm starting to like get comfortable, yeah, I see it. I don't shut up. Exactly. Like it's just nonstop jokes. It's all of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it might be some BS that I'm saying. I'll believe it. So I don't give a
That's
fuck.
what I was gonna say. It's your answer, brother.
I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I believe what I'm saying, man. I believe what I'm saying.
It's your answer, buddy. It was my question. Your answer.
Yo, cam on me. Cam on me, bro.
You just bark. I
I ain't cutting none of this out.
Yo, Roby, go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
As for me, my best trait, I know I'm a patient person.
Patient?
Yeah, patient. I can hold my temper. I'm able to slow things down and really get down to the nitty gritty and understanding both sides. As far as negative, I think I'm a procrastinator. I let things hold on. I still do it, don't get me wrong, but things could have been done a little faster. Yeah.
Like you said, you was gonna bring the soundboard.
I just got out of work.
Yeah, salute.
Nah, you right. You absolutely right.
Why you do that to him?
I'm just
You know what?
I'm just agreeing with him.
Nah, you know what? Your turn.
You know what? That's why he got pants.
Yeah, that's for saying dumb shit like that. Yeah, go ahead, tough guy.
I think my strongest character trait is my eagerness to learn. And bless you.
Thanks.
My eagerness to learn and my coachability. So I'm always willing to learn something new. No matter what it is I'm doing, if somebody better than me or somebody that's more skilled than I am in a specific area is willing to teach me, I'm open ears, I'm there. I'm willing to, accept critique, accept criticism, and see where I can better myself, because I think being a lifelong learner will take you really far, and we never know it all. So there's always room for improvement, always room to gain more knowledge. So just being a learner first.
Being a student.
A student.
Yeah.
I think that's my best trait, my best character trait. My worst would have to be... Damn, I'm perfect. No, I'm kidding. My worst would have to...
we know we were. we knew that. We knew that already.
My worst would have to be just my tendency to not capitalize on situations where I know I can excel.
Missed opportunities.
Yeah, I've been in certain situations where it's like I know all I gotta do is XYZ because I've done it before, and I know like I can handle it well. I know that I can manage it.
So
I know
what happens.
You're not a self-starter.
Fumble.
It's not that I fumble, and it's not that I'm not a self-starter per se. It's like sometimes I decide to do it, and sometimes I don't. I just wish I would be more assertive and execute more often than not. Like sometimes I'm just like, I'll just chill, and I just let opportunities come to me where I should be going out and grabbing an opportunity by its neck,
I like that answer. That was dope. Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, of course.
All right, guys.
That was the OOTD. That was the question of the... Wait, what?
Question of the day.
I said OOTD.
I heard that. So I'm like,
Yeah. Outfit
ooh,
of the day.
touchdown.
Touchdown. That was our question of the day. It seemed like we're about to be on BS right now. So I don't really have nothing else to say.
Yeah, man. I think we covered. This was a good discussion.
Very informative, man.
Yeah, I liked it. The insight coming from the two of you, because these are things that don't get discussed enough, right?
I learned something new about you guys every day, man.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's like the fortunate thing about this.
9 siblings, including yourself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Out of everything I said so far, your key takeaway is that I'm the oldest out of 9. Yo, we had ourselves a great episode. We'll be back again same time next week. I'm stealing this. We'll be back again same time next week. Hopefully, God willing. Nothing else for me to say. Thank you, Roby. Thank you, Vlad.
Breachpoint. Peace.
Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.
Oh,
Tell a friend.
Any announcements you guys need to make?
Yeah.
Anything coming up that we need to?
July 6th, that boat party going on. Make sure you're there.
Outside.
Yeah, catch me and Vlad at the Javits Center.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, June 17th and 18th. We out there.
And we got something special coming for y'all in the next coming weeks. We can't talk about it yet, but we got something special coming for y'all. So stay tuned.
For sure.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Come on, guys. We need the interaction. We need cut Peter's ass. Tell Roby some of that shit he's saying is bullshit. Whatever.
Tell us what I gotta tell you.
Yeah, what are they gonna say about you?
Actually, send me some questions to ask.
Yo, the next time you see live, panting. We out here.
Yo, peace.
Out here. Out.
Yo, y'all boys stupid.